Welcome to this episode. Today we are looking at the story of Jim Thompson. Jim Thompson is an American who has been living in Hong Kong for many years. Remember, this week we are focusing on billionaires from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a section which is a country which is near China, and that is where Jim Thompson has his business. We will see how he started and how much is worthy and what kind of business he's doing. Jim Thompson has a net worth of 1.4 billion US dollars. He's the founder of Crown Worldwide. Crown Worldwide is a company he founded in 1965, and the company works on international relocations. It is an international relocations company which was established in Japan. Tim Thompson initially had gone to Japan and worked in a company where his father used to work, which they also used to do international relocations. And later, when the job ended, he could not find another one. So his father advised him to start a company, an international relocations company. So it's like they carry things for you from one country to another. So his first business was to transport the household goods which his father was using while working in Japan back to California in the United States. And that is how he began his business. He had only $1,000 in his pocket when he started this business. So later, after 3 years, he bought his first truck to be able to carry goods for customers from one city to another one, or from one country to another one. Because for you to transport things, you have to put them in a truck, put a container in a container maybe, then into a truck like the one we are seeing on this picture, on this video, transport it to the port and ship it to wherever it is needed by the customer. So he likes also investing in property. He has invested 6.5 million euros on a 500 acres of property in Highland, where he owns 25 rooms, which includes a gym and many other amenities. His company, the Crown Worldwide, owns or has opened offices in over 60 countries. And he's a graduate of San Jose State University, where he studied Bachelor of Science Aeronautics. So one thing we have noted about billionaires, some of them are actually not even educated. They never went to school, but they had to find a way of getting to know how to read and write. So most of them, education, a degree did not prevent them from becoming billionaires. So for this guy by the name Jim Thompson, an American who has started his business in Japan and later transferred it to Hong Kong. He has a bachelor's degree in aeronautics, and his company generates an annual revenue of 824 million US dollars. 824 million US dollars. He also has another business of storing paper documents or paper storage, and in that one he realized that there is an opportunity. That is back in 1984. He started a company to store paper documents for other people, including for other companies, and he owns 74 industrial warehouses in 48 countries, because he discovered that for you to have an international relocations company, you must also have warehouses, because the goods which you are transporting need to be kept somewhere as they wait for customer to come and pick them. So he would charge those customers for keeping their goods after a certain period of time. So he owns 74 industrial warehouses. He also has 105 leased from other people. So he stores, in terms of storage, he stores from paper trays, paper boxes of papers. He stores wine. He stores 1.4 million CD-ROMs and magnetic tapes. He stores over 50 million boxes currently so far from 1984. But currently he has in his store 50 million boxes. You know, one of the requirements in many countries is that companies are expected to keep paper documents of transactions for a certain number of years. In some countries, you are required to keep them for 7 years, in others for 15 years, in others for 5 years. So you have to keep those paper documents, because in case they are needed when there is a lawsuit, then you have them available to use them as proof or to support your case or your argument in a court of law. So Jim Thompson recognized that there is a chance there to make money. He started storing paper documents for companies, because most companies might not have a space for storage of those paper documents. So as much as we are turning digital, we still have large boxes, large numbers of papers which are being printed, especially contracts and others. So for Jim Thompson started his paper storage business in 1984, and currently stores 50 million boxes. And when he started his first warehouse in Hong Kong, the name is Sha Tin Warehouse. It was a 4-story building which he built in 1985, and that is where he stores, or that's where he used to store most of the papers for various individuals and companies. He purchased this first truck after 3 years, as I told you. So what it shows is that you can start your business. You don't have to have everything that you need. You can be leasing from other people. If, for example, your business needs trucks, you can be leasing them from elsewhere. And then when you have made the money, you can now start purchasing or acquiring the needed motor vehicles and needed equipment. Otherwise, thank you very much for tuning in to this series where we have been focusing on billionaires from Hong Kong for this week.